2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Durant. LeBron James is out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Now here's Giannis. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it from three-point range.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell wide open. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry's shot is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Brunson surveying the D. And it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. On its way from Curry for two. The three from KD. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Towns. The East trail by 11. Shot to stop the run. The West All-Stars pull it in.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Top. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drive because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Towns, no luck.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. The West also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Jokic. Anthony Davis comes in for James. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Stephen Curry.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst, Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now, Wembanyama. Following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Wembanyama. Good.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Brown against KD. Three-pointer. Tries to keep it alive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Stephen Curry's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Over in the corner, Cunningham, and they double up Cunningham. Count that one for Mobley. Now, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Garland, no good. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Durant for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Durant's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Some nice passing here by the West. Wembanyama passes to Curry. And the West hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
KD against Brown. Outside Garland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Brown out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hero into the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Nobody near Lillard. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up and shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
To the middle. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Here's Lillard. On the high post, he drills it.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Got that one up quick. And the West leads by 21.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Lillard finds Towns. The 10-footer. Mobley. Mobley on the follow. 2 points. Mobley's got 6.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Here's Curry with the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Lillard misses. The West leading by 20. Edwards kicks to Curry. Outside Jackson. Pass to Curry. The 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Jackson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Harden for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And the dunk by Brown.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now a timeout called by the East. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he continues to burn them with his scoring, and the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Big group substitution here for the East. Siakam is checked in for Towns. Tatum comes in for Bryant. Cunningham is checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Garland in for Lillard. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Şengün. Kevin Durant comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for James Harden. No good from Durant.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And a wide-open look for Cunningham. A three-pointer, no good. The West leading by 21. KD passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Siakam outside. Hands it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Cunningham's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mobley. Curry, that's good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And it's off from three-point range. Tatum against Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Cunningham outside. And the officials will call the illegal stick right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Williams is checked in. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
On the court.
Now, here's Garland. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so it's the West All-Stars sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to halftime of the All-Star Game. You're watching some incredible talent. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. The West putting on a show in that first half. And that's exactly what the All-Star Game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this thing. They're hitting their shots and playing with real enthusiasm. East better step it up, or this gap is only going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They've got a talent shot, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star Game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got James, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Curry, And it's Durant. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. He kicks it to KD. Beyond the arc. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Durant. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Brunson with a clean look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Brunson's got 5 now.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson is efficient on the midi.